how do you go from like a badass, like the 100th vlog with all of these freaking people sending me clips being awesome, and then you just go to like a video like this? Like, there's two polar opposites. Trying to catch a freaking break from the sun. I can't find a good angle, and pretty much I'm just gonna have to say f it and try anyways. What's up, guys? It's been like 2 weeks since I've made a video. Because of I've been going through some things. I'm like being funny, but at the same time I'm actually being really serious. This video is not going to be for people with short attention spans. I'm going to be talking a lot in this video, just catching all up about what I've been up to since my last video, the 100th vlog. It's literally been 2 weeks without me making a video, and that is just not normal for me. I guess that's where I could start. Obviously, I made notes to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff, because if I don't write it down, I don't remember. That is a flaw that I have. But I guess one of the reasons where I guess I could start is like my lack of drive and motivation has been like non-existent lately. It's because like I have just been like depressed, I guess. It's a combination of a whole bunch of different things. I've been trying to film this video called My Texas Story, which is essentially like the video I made a couple months back while I was still in Florida, called like my drug rehab story. I pretty much like took y'all along to all the different rehabs I went to and kind of told y'all my drug story a little bit and everything. And I was gonna do the same thing for here in Texas, but with the whole lack of motivation and drive, I've tried filming the video like 4 times, and I like give up like halfway through because I'm just like, screw this, like I have no motivation to do this, like, which is really weird for me because vlogging and filming is supposed to be something that I love and enjoy doing, you know? I don't even want to be filming this video right now. I just told myself to do it, you know? And pulled my camera out because I need to get all of this shit off my chest, because I haven't talked to anyone about any of this. I've just been holding it in, trying to see if it'll pass, you know? Because I often feel like a lot of the times I'm just repeating myself, like the same problems over and over, and I've been trying to learn how to cope with them and get through them without the need of anyone else's help, which is good and bad. Good because I'm learning how to deal with shit myself. Bad because you should have people around that want to help you grow and get through these problems, and you shouldn't be scared to ask for help and talk about things, whether it's repetitive or not. A good friend will be like, we'll continue to talk about something until you've healed from it, you know? Not be frustrated with you or such things, you know? I've been writing a lot, though. This journal right here, I have been writing in for 3 years. Ever since the first day of my first time going to rehab in Miami, Florida, I have been writing in this, and I just finished this whole entire thing a couple of days ago, which is huge for me because I've been trying to write out feelings and everything since 2016, you know? And this pretty much has the last 3 or 4 years of my whole entire life in this. And there's a lot of things that I can't really talk about on YouTube without getting in trouble, or, you know, name dropping, or being a snitch, etc. Hardcore drug stuff that shouldn't be put on YouTube, stuff like that. That kind of stuff is in this book, and you know, eventually I want to get this published with changed names, you know, different locations, you know, stuff like that, and be able to publish this and put it out into the world so people can actually know like 100% my story. Because, you know, YouTube, I only put a certain percentage of my life on here, because I have to have some privacy. That, and also I just respect people enough to not say things about certain people, and you know, just, I think you'll understand where I'm trying to go with that. But I'm excited to have finished that book. You know, I'm in a good place right now, and I feel like that would be a good, like, first book if I were to ever have it published. And I already started working on a book 2, starting from where I'm at today, because you never know with an addict in recovery. I've known people with 10 years of sobriety that have relapsed. I only have 1 year of sobriety, and not to say that I'm gonna relapse. I don't want to put that into existence, but I'm not saying that it can't happen either. That's just how it goes. As long as I'm working a program that's built for myself, I should be all right if I continue to work it. But that's another thing I kind of want to get into, and this is not going to be in any sort of order. Literally, I have this whole list, and so I'm going to be all over the place, so I apologize. So yeah, with it being the holidays, with you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, all the things that go along with it, friends, family, food, fellowship, all that stuff. It's always been really tough for me to get through the holidays, because I'm usually using in these 3 months, being October, November, and December. I will say that it's the past couple of months and going farther into December, past Christmas and New Year's, it's gonna be tougher to get through these 3 months than it has been staying clean for an entire year, especially being back here in Texas. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there, because I've been struggling the past couple of weeks. Even before the 100th vlog, like I went into this mindset, and I've only talked to a couple of people about this. It's like physically I am still sober, you know, and I'm doing really well physically. Mentally, I am I haven't been in a good place. Today is the first day that I've been like feeling pretty good in a long time. I don't know what it is about today. Yes, I do. I've been talking to people about my frustration, and it's helped me feel better. And I've essentially been working a 12th step lately, which is to essentially give back to other people after having a spiritual awakening from working the 12 steps. If you're not about the 12 steps, like that, it's okay. I'm just speaking for myself right now. There's other alternatives to, you know, remaining sober. But anyways, I've been helping I know a couple of people going through addiction right now, and that's kind of been tough for me as well, just because you know, I've always been the addict. I've always been the one that's been using, but seeing these new and close friends, multiple people going through addiction, you know, I'm getting the other side of it now, feeling like I guess my friends and family did when they saw me going through addiction. And it fucking hurts to see my friends going through all of this. It's like I am trying to do all I possibly can for them, but there's only so much you can do for them. You know, when I was in addiction, I had family and friends reach out to me asking if I could do anything in the world for you, Jake, like what would it be? And I would just be like, you're already doing it, you know? You're just there for me. You're someone I can talk to through all of this, you know? And so I guess that pretty much that's all I can do for my friends that are in addiction right now, but I'm happy to help, and it helps me to help them since I'm struggling as well. But I've got something that they don't have right now, which is clean time. And so regardless of, you know, struggling, I'm still like looked up to just because I have that, you know? Yeah, there's like been friends that I went through rehab with that have like relapsed and everything, but it's just, it's kind of different. No, I'm not very good at explaining this. These are like people I genuinely know that I could drive a couple of miles down the street and see. Like it's you know? Like in rehab, like it's just kind of, it's different. I'm sorry I can't explain it very well. It's just a different feeling, and just wanted to kind of put that out there. Why am I feeling the way I do right now? It's like the past like couple of months, if you look at my YouTube channel, like I've actually been in a pretty good place. Like, why now, Jake? Why are you struggling now? I think it's lack of knowing what I want to do with my life. And like I've got all of these ideas, but like don't even feel like executing on any of them. I feel so cringy right now. Like this whole thing is cringy. Like I really don't want to even. I like feel good today, but at the same time, like I'm still trying to get all of this out on the table, to be honest with everyone, you know? Like lately I've been reading a lot of books, like the past 2 weeks, you know, just been driving in Dallas and everything. Just been like listening to a lot of audiobooks. I read like 4 like drug related books in a row. And you know, one was Scar Tissue by Anthony from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, beautiful book. The second one was Tweak by Nick Sheff. Ironically, I was at a buddy's house and I was like, yeah, my CG Kid, Philip, was telling me about this on YouTube. CG Kid was telling me about this movie called Beautiful Boy, about a dad that has a son struggling with a meth addiction. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I'm gonna watch it. And I like just got around to watching it the other day and realized that the book Tweak is related in relation to this movie, Beautiful Boy. And it was just ironic that I had started to read Tweak, got like 3/4 into the book, and then decided to watch Beautiful Boy. And then, like, you know, within the first couple of scenes of the movie, you know, the dad is like, yes, my son Nick Sheff, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm reading this book right now. At least the addict's perspective. Nick is the boy with that's struggling. They do have a book called Beautiful Boy that's the father's side of his son's addiction, but Tweak is the book where you actually see it from the addict's perspective. Anyways, an amazing book. So I finished that book, and then I also read the whole entire Ellen Hopkins series, Crank, Glass, and Fallout. I'm about to start Fallout, but all of these books are pretty like lengthy, and I finished them all within like 2 weeks. I'm not trying to flex. I'm trying to say that like I've just been like fiending like drug stories, you know? And it's like, Jake, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you listening to these types of things when you're struggling with like a meth addiction, trying to stay clean? Well, I feel like, and I'm not gonna say this for everybody, but for me, like talking about recovery and drugs and stuff actually like helps me get it all out on the table, because at the end of the day I feel better after having talked about something, which is probably going to be the case after I put this video out for y'all. But another part of me is like, are you just saying that, Jake, or like do you actually like want to daydream about sticking a needle in your arm or rolling a bowl of meth? You know, it's like, you know, those books absolutely have triggers, you know, like super trigger warnings for all of those books. You know, like rated R type books. And yeah, it sucks at those parts of the books and movies, you know. But the part I kind of look forward to is like the end, you know, because you get to see what happens to all of these different types of individuals, whether they decide to go to rehab, or, you know, whether they pass away, or whether they go to treatment, whatever it may be, and get to see their perspective of how they stay clean and everything. And it's always good to hear the war stories, you know, because it kind of takes you back and tells you kind of how far you've come, you know. This is really tough to make this video. I do not want to admit anything that I am saying right now because I was in how do you go from like a badass, like the 100th vlog with all of these freaking people sending me clips being awesome, and then you just go to like a video like this? Like, this two polar opposite, you know? And it's just, I'm probably just overthinking it. I love how real this channel is, and I want to keep it that way. And this is where I'm at currently. Thanksgiving was okay. Today is like, holy shit, it's December 4th. The day after Thanksgiving, I just went ahead and drove back to Dallas just because, like I said earlier, just the holidays, I just can't. I just wanted to work. I just wanted to drive around. I just wanted to make money, and plus I have to anyways because I've got to have money for presents and stuff. Just blah, 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 list after list of stressful things that people go through during holidays that y'all don't want to hear. But work's been okay. You know, I'm still sleeping in my car when I do go to Dallas. It's gotten easier for me. I'm still comfortable doing it. I've had a lot of people comment on my videos lately, like, I feel so sorry for you that you're having to do this, and, you know, I'm not doing it. I choose to do it, is what I'm saying. Most of y'all on the channel already know about that, but like, I choose to do that to save money and stuff like that. And plus I'm an introvert, like a super introvert, so like I get energy off being by myself. That's how I, you know, extroverts, you know, they get their energy off of talking to people, constantly have to be around, constantly have to be talking and everything. I'm the complete opposite. Like, I have to be by myself like I am right now to be able to regain energy and, you know, process things. And that's part of the reason why I like my job so much, is because I have a lot of time to do that. And I think another part about why I'm in the mindset that I'm currently in is because, like, I don't necessarily have a plan. I mean, I do, but like, it's kind of all over the place. Yeah, that's something that I've kind of got to keep private until it happens. But essentially, y'all know that I'm just like saving up money here in Texas to be able to go out and do something else. And that's kind of it's a slow process, which is frustrating because I'm an addict, and instant gratification, you know, 100%, which is not a good thing, you know. It's really tough for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people, you know, to create long-term goals. And anyways, that's something that has been very frustrating, and you know, so I'm just trying to keep my head on straight long enough to be able to you know, accomplish these goals that I have set for myself. And it's just very frustrating. And I guess kind of going back to the whole YouTube thing, I don't know how I feel about it. There was a video I was watching the other day. He's a famous YouTuber, but I just can't seem to remember his name. But he made a video about beginner YouTubers, and essentially what he was saying is like, don't give up on your channel. Do me a favor and just make 100 videos, whether they're crappy or not, you know? And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And now that I'm there, I have more than 100 videos, but like 100 vlogs, it's like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this, you know? And yeah, I'm just all over the place because one minute I'm like, I love this, I love filming, I love having this camera, I love talking to y'all, I love editing. And then there's days like the past 2 weeks where I'm like, I'm fucking over it. Like, I don't want to do this, you know? And my head goes to a completely different place when I start to think that, because I feel like this channel is like almost all that I have. Like, what would I do if it wasn't gonna be YouTube, you know? Go back to school? Like, sorry, I've been talking a long time. My camera shut itself off. I was saying, like, would I go back to school? Like, I don't want to go back to school because I want to do something like entrepreneurial, you know? And so, yeah, it's just like, if I'm not gonna do the whole YouTube thing, if I'm not gonna figure anything else out, like you might as well use. You're depressed anyways. Like, that's where my head goes, you know. I'm smart enough to be able to realize that's where my mind is, and I need to change it, you know. But it's just really tough, and I've had to procrastinate's the wrong word to use, but like I've had to hold myself back from trying to contact like old friends and stuff to get drugs and stuff, and it's just really tough for me to, it's been tough to stay sober the past couple of weeks. Like I said, with the holidays and everything. It'll be a miracle if I can make it through the holidays. That pretty much like covers everything except for like maybe one more thing. It's like being grateful for what I have. Like, I'm in an amazing spot. People would kill to be in a position like I'm in, you know? You know, I have amazing friends. I have a working vehicle. I have this camera. I'm able to get Starbucks whenever I want. Oh, fuck, man. I am can't talk. It's like I'm grateful, but at the same time, it's like I'm still going through all of these things. I've been struggling lately with like focusing on what's going right in my life, and like I have focused too hard on what's like going wrong with my life and haven't been able to see the bigger picture. I'm like, I've come to like a couple of realizations in the process of talking to y'all, but that's like one of them. It's just like it's hard for me to focus on what I should be grateful for when I've got all these other demons like nagging at me, you know? Yeah, so anyways, that's where I'm at. I freaking hated creating this video. I'm trying to get my crap together mentally. I don't know where we're gonna go with the channel. I don't really know anything right this second, but it had been a while since I put out a video, and I just kind of wanted y'all to know what's been going on. I've still been posting on Snapchat and Instagram a lot. So if you want to see what I'm up to, you know, you can always check out my shit there. And don't hesitate reaching out if you need help or anything. Yeah, and that's about it. I love y'all.